industry has performed exceedingly well. Mobile phone manufacturing is at a global scale now. We have crossed $50 billion, and there's still steam left in that. We have to do more. Other verticals, IT hardware, consumer electronics, wearable wearables, and all other auto electronics, etc. All of them have to kick in now and support this. Electronic manufacturing has grown about 400% in the last 7-8 years, and we need to now see that it grows a further 400% in the next 5 years. That's the objective. So one important thing is that wherever measures were used for domestic production, protection measures were used, where we are recommending a glide path for rationalization. Mostly those are in the mobile phone space. We also would like to have lower number of slabs so that interpretation issues do not arise. Although Department of Revenue has done this wonderful reform that now on interpretation issues, field formations will not be reaching out to assessees, and there'll be vetting of any such anomalies at the board before this done. So this is a very good step. Now, in some of the other verticals, we have also recommended some sort of cleanup, which is in the interest of those verticals and the overall industry. We also would like, because of the scale which we have achieved in mobile phones now, the time is ripe for developing the supply chain, the component industry. We already have good schemes for semiconductors, display, etc. And then we have to see that beyond that, we have, very serious development of all the components.
Generally, the current government has been very supportive with regard to growing of electronic manufacturing in India. And the one focus that has been and that has been very successful is to bring a lot of contract manufacturing in India, particularly for mobile phones. I think one thing that I would like to see is more of design-focused incentives, so that right now also a lot of design is being done overseas, and we are doing in India only sort of assembly or manufacturing as per the work instructions given by technology providers or customers, from whoever the contract is coming, or through ODM partners. I think there is a dearth of manufacturing in which the design is also locally done, and the sourcing is also done not in form of a kit, but in form of what is optimum product, like what resistor can I buy from there and which is the resistor factory and all those things. So that I think is one thing which I think I have seen. I have interacted with Mr. Vaishnav in past, and he is also very keen on taking this forward, that this was one step that we could get some contract manufacturing as per, but technology and the design capability along with the manufacturing and development of those manufacturing capability locally, so that we should not depend on the work instructions from other people. We can define our own work instruction, we can optimize the process, all those things. There is a way, although this is very industry specific, but there are ways within the PLI scheme. Right now, the new PLI scheme that has come up, which is for hardware components for laptop and tablet, has a very good mandate on that you have to localize components and start in, so those mandate have to be more widespread across the industry. So custom duty and also the PLI benefits are more given and more tuned to companies or organizations. It gives incentive to organizations to design locally, to make the components locally, to understand the manufacturing process and not be dependent on few technology providers or overseas suppliers to do this.
The whole industry in our segment, in hearable and charging portfolio, we are expecting some PLI schemes to boost up the things more better. So right now, although the assembling and manufacturing is shifting to India, but if we get the PLI and some other kind of schemes, it will boost up to enhance our manufacturing capacity and also can help into the export kind of things. But I believe for booming the industry, the basics need to be more better. So from this budget, we are expecting some kind of boost up for the large scale industries like semiconductor, panels, and other products. And if these kind of industry will come into India, like Tata and some other players already has been started a little, but we have to do it on more larger scale. So if this can happen, then the things can be grown more faster, and we have more and more command on the things.
Specifically from electronic sector, India has done well over the last few years. We were nowhere on the world map as far as electronic manufacturing is concerned. In the last 10 years or so, we've seen significant growth thanks to the policies of the government. But now I think we have to deep dive into a serious manufacturing. And for that serious manufacturing to come about in the country, I think we have to look at components manufacturing. So far, the thrust was somehow to start product manufacturing, no matter what the value add was. But I think now the time has come that our dependence on imports of components has to reduce. And therefore, from this budget, our wish list, the industry wish list, and also my wish list would be that there should be not only PLI, but also a capex support for the components, electronic component industry to encourage deep manufacturing. Simply because the electronic component manufacturing requires heavy capex initially, and therefore the government has to look at some serious incentives in that direction. What these foreign companies are doing is they do not, if you ask them for kits, component kits, the price for component kits is higher than the finished product. So they are discouraging manufacturing here, or even doing the sincere value-add assembly here, and therefore India is losing out. So there is a need from the government side that they should impose custom duties on this. Just in line with this, I would urge the government in this budget to come out with a unified HSN code, because what is happening is for a particular product or component, there are many HSN codes. So, the importers are playing around, or even the foreigners are playing around. They are sending the product under another HSN code, and therefore engaging in malpractices or unfair practices. That has to be stopped.